estimation of serum amylase. This is also a kinetic method because amylase is another enzyme. For enzyme estimation, we generally prefer kinetic method. And what was the other method? Endpoint. So for endpoint analysis, endpoint method, mainly all the parameters that undergo chemical reactions, endpoint method is used. And for enzyme estimation, where we have to estimate the number of or concentration of the enzyme, we use kinetic method. What is the difference between endpoint and kinetic method? In endpoint method, we only measure one OD, one absorbance at the end of the reaction. And to run the reaction completely, we have to provide an incubation time. But in case of kinetic method, the process is ongoing. Enzymes will bind to the substrate and will produce the product. Then it will get separated and will bind another group of substrates. Right? So it is an ongoing process until the substrate is finished. So if we have to measure the concentration of the enzymes, so if we provide an incubation time, will it measure the proper enzyme quantity or the substrate to product formation? At end of a time, in case of endpoint, what was happening? The reaction was running and all the substrates were converted into product, and then we can measure the concentration of product. But in kinetic method, as the amount of enzyme present in the sample can bind to n number of substrate, if n number of enzyme is present in the sample, it will bind to n number of substrate, and at a particular time interval, it will produce n number of product only. Okay, and then all the enzymes will be free again to bind another group of n number of substrates. So if we leave the reaction for suppose 5 minutes, so in this many batches of products will be formed according to the number of enzyme present. It will repeat the cycle. So to measure the exact quantity of or concentration of enzyme, we have to take multiple interval of absorbance or OD. Suppose if we take an interval of 60 seconds. So in 60 seconds, how many substrate is converted into product is the number of enzymes present. That number of enzyme is present in that much solution. That is why it is converting n number of substrate to product. So we have to take multiple ODs or multiple absorbance after that each 60 seconds for 2 or 3 intervals, like 2 or 3 readings we will take, and we will get an average. That average change of substrate to product will be the concentration of enzyme. বোঝা গেছে যে সাপোজ আমার যে স্যাম্পলটা নিয়েছি তাতে 25 নাম্বার অফ এনজাইম আছে, আর আমি একটা স্যাম্পল রিএজেন্টের মধ্যে 100 সাবস্ট্রেট দিয়েছি। সাবস্ট্রেট আছে আমার 100, আর আমার সিরাম স্যাম্পলে there is 25 enzymes are there. So in n number of second n interval, 25 substrate will get converted to 25 products, and after that conversion 25 enzymes will get free. It will bind to remaining 25 out of the remaining 75. So বোঝা গেছে? So if we leave this reaction for 5 minutes, suppose 5 minutes, all the substrates will get converted to product. So 100 substrates were there, so we will get 100 products. But is it the correct measurement of the enzymes? How much enzymes were there? 25. So we have to measure at every interval. What is the rate of change of substrate to product? If per minute we see that 25 products are getting added, that means there are 25 enzymes. Clear? So as this is an ongoing process and we take multiple readings in fixed intervals, this process is known as kinetic process, kinetic method. In end point, only one reading is taken, and in case of kinetic method, multiple readings at fixed intervals are measured. Clear? What is the difference between endpoint and kinetic? Now coming to amylase estimation. What is amylase? Amylase, it is an enzyme. So amylose ke bhange. So amylose is a component of starch. So amylase breaks down the starch. তাই তো starch ভেঙে smaller components se divide করে. What is the smaller component of starch? Maltose and glucose. Very good. So amylase target করে কোন bond কে? Which bond is particularly broken down by amylase? Alpha 1,4 glycosidic bond. Alpha 1,4, like one glucose molecule is attached to another glucose molecule by alpha 1,4. That bond is broken down by amylase enzyme. ঠিক আছে? So how many types of amylase enzymes are there in our body? According to the source or origin, salivary and pancreatic. Okay, and according to types, it can be alpha, beta and gamma. But mainly we see alpha amylase in the major quantity. So today we will measure alpha amylase. This is the process of estimation of alpha amylase. So introduction of amylase is clear. Amylase is an enzyme that breaks down starch into smaller carbohydrates like maltose and glucose. Maltose, what is maltose? It's a disaccharide. Glucose, disaccharide. Two glucose molecules connected by alpha 1,4 is maltose. Right? So from a long chain of starch where glucose is connected, multiple starch is nothing but homopolysaccharide of glucose. Right? Amylose and amylopectin. Amylopectin is branched, amylose is straight chain. Right? So এই দুটো মিলে তৈরি হয় starch. So starch ভাঙলে we will get maltose, that is a disaccharide, and a glucose, like glucose molecules we will get. Clear? According to the source, it can be salivary and pancreatic, and according to the types, alpha, beta and gamma. Here we will measure alpha amylase. Okay, now come to the principle. The name of this method is substrate method. Write down the principle first. Alpha amylase helps in hydrolysis of alpha amylase helps in hydrolysis of 2-chloro-4-nitrophenol. 2-chloro-4-nitrophenol glycosides into chloronitrophenol and maltose and glucose. Okay, so 2-chloro-4-nitrophenol glycoside is nothing but this chloronitrophenol attached with a maltotriose. Okay, maltotriose. So 3 groups of maltose attached with chloronitrophenol. This is glycoside. Okay, chloronitrophenol glycoside. This will be converted into chloronitrophenol and maltose plus glucose. the rate of hydrolysis is measured as an increase. The rate of hydrolysis is measured as an increase in absorbance or OD due to formation of chloronitrofenol. That means we will measure the concentration of increasing chloronitrofenol, right? From chloronitrofenol maltotriose, chloronitrofenol is being produced. So the concentration of this is getting higher. Over time, we will measure the delta A per minute of chloronitrofenol. The rate of hydrolysis is measured as an increase in the absorbance or OD due to the formation of chloronitrofenol, which is proportionate to the alpha amylase activity in the sample, serum. এটা কি বলছে বোঝা গেছে? যতগুলো অ্যামাইলেজ আছে পার মিনিটে ততগুলোই কিন্তু ক্লোরোনাইট্রোফেনল প্রডিউস হবে, তাই তো? তাই এই ডেল্টা A per minute of CNP is equivalent to number of amylase or activity of amylase, তাই তো? Now come to sample required. কি sample লাগে আমাদের? Serum sample. We are measuring the serum amylase level. So we have to take blood in clot vial or in red cap vial. কি বলছি? Is this making any sense? Serum collection এর জন্য আমরা কোন vial use করি? Blood collect করতে হবে তো? This is, we are estimating in serum. This is serum amylase. So serum, for serum separation we need blood, and for serum separation we have to collect the blood in red cap vial, that is without any anticoagulant. Next, what are the apparatus required? কি কি লাগবে আমাদের? টেস্ট টিউব, মাইক্রোপিপেটস, মাইক্রোটিপস, and semi-auto analyzer. Test tube, micropipettes, microtips, and semi-auto analyzer machine. Now composition of reagent composition. Next point, reagent composition. This particular reagent contains goods buffer. The name of the buffer is goods buffer. Goods buffer, GOODS, goods buffer. This CNP maltotriose or CNP glycoside, that should be also in the reagent. Next, sodium chloride and calcium acetate. Goods buffer, CNP maltotriose, sodium chloride and calcium acetate. Done? Reagents. Now procedure. reagent of 1000 microliter. Procedure, we have to mix reagent 1000 microliter with 20 microliter of sample. Sample 20 microliter. Okay. We have to mix it well and aspirate into the machine. Now, the wavelength or the filter used is 405 nanometer. After this reagent 1000 sample 20, we have to mix it well and aspirate into the machine. Next, the filter used for estimation is 405 nanometer. 405 nanometer. Interval time is 60 seconds. And number of readings 3. Number of readings 3. Now come to the result or calculation. So, if we measure 3 times, so we can easily calculate the delta A. Each time we will get the value of absorbance and each was for 1 minute. Right? So, delta A per minute we will get concentration of unknown will be delta A per minute into a factor. This factor is provided by the company. Okay. And the value of this kit's factor is 3954. 3954. Okay. This is just for the mathematical calculation. But in semi-auto analyzer, you will directly get the concentration. Machine will do the calculation part and in semi-auto analyzer, you will get the result. Okay. Clear though? So this is the mathematical equation for calculation of value, but machine will do it and you will get directly the result. Now we have to interpret the result. How to interpret? We must know the normal range of amylase, serum amylase. What is the normal range of serum amylase? Less than 90 unit per liter. Okay. Less than 90 unit per liter. This is the normal value of amylase in serum. This is in serum. Now, we all know the sources of amylase. So, from the result, if it comes above 90, the causes will be accordingly. And what can be the causes? Most important will be acute pancreatitis. Acute pancreatitis or inflammation of pancreas. So, write it down, clinical correlation or clinical interpretation part. Increased serum amylase After the result, write down the normal range and you have to interpret your value whether it is high or low. Okay, so for high amylase value, the first cause will be acute pancreatitis. Any obstruction in the biliary tract or pancreatic duct. Number 2, any obstruction in biliary tract or pancreatic duct can also increase the amylase concentration. Also in case of perforated peptic ulcers, amylase is raised in perforated peptic ulcers. And also in salivary gland tumors or salivary duct obstruction. Number 4 is salivary gland tumors or salivary duct obstruction. Okay. That's it. So acute pancreatitis by obstruction of bile duct or pancreatic duct, perforated peptic ulcers and salivary gland tumors or any obstruction in the salivary duct. All these clinical conditions will give rise to increased amylase in our serum. And what are the conditions where we can get decreased amylase? In case of chronic pancreatitis. In case of chronic pancreatitis, what happens? The normal cells of pancreas, they get destroyed, right? So secretion of amylase is hampered. In case of acute condition, the cells are inflamed and they release more and more amylase. But in case of chronic pancreatitis or chronic inflammation of pancreas, the normal cells, they are mainly destroyed or they are necrotic. Okay, so the concentration of amylase is decreased. Okay, fine. Also in case of hepatitis, decreased concentration of amylase may be seen in hepatitis. So, quick recap, what is amylase? It's a digestive enzyme secreted from salivary gland and pancreas. It is of 3 types, alpha, beta and gamma. The major part is of alpha amylase. So, we will measure alpha amylase by direct substrate method, that is a type of kinetic method. And the principle of that method is chloronitrophenol glycosides, they are acted upon by amylase and hydrolyzed into chloronitrophenol and maltose and glucose. Okay. Then the concentration of, as the concentration of chloronitrophenol will be increasing, we will measure the change in absorbance per minute of chloronitrophenol in the filter. What is the filter here? 405 nanometer, and this is measured spectrophotometrically. Okay. Now, what are the composition of reagent? What is the composition of reagent? Woods buffer, chloronitrophenol maltotriose, sodium chloride and calcium acetate. Next, the apparatus required: test tubes, micropipettes, microtips and semi-auto analyzer machine. Next, the procedure, reaction procedure, we have to take reagent of 1000 microliter and sample of 20 microliter, we have to mix it well and aspirate into the machine, and we have to take the reading at filter 405. Okay. Next, the factor here is 3954 and the interval is of 60 seconds. We will take 3 readings at 60-second intervals. Okay. So from that we will get delta A per minute and we have to multiply it with the factor to get the concentration. but in semi-auto analyzer we will get the direct concentration only. So next we have to interpret our result with normal range, right? So what is the normal range? It is less than 90 unit per liter. And what are the causes where this concentration can increase? Acute pancreatitis, obstruction of bile duct or pancreatic duct, then perforated peptic ulcer and salivary gland, and obstruction of salivary duct. Acha, another thing, that is cancer of pancreas. Okay, pancreatic cancer. This is also highly specific or sensitive for amylase increase. Okay, in case of pancreatic cancer, amylase concentration will be much higher. Okay, and what are the causes of decreased amylase? Chronic pancreatitis, as the pancreatic cells get necrosed, and hepatitis also.